Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mr. Powell, and we're going to be continuing to look at equal expressions and missing numbers. So the first expression that I've got over here is 4 plus 7 equals 5 plus 6. The one thing I want us to remember is the equal sign means that this side right here and this side right here have to be the same thing. They have to be the same number. So if you add these together, you're going to get 11 on this side. And if you add 5 plus 6 together, you're going to also get 11. So this, since they're the same number on both sides of the equal sign, means it is an equal expression. So this is equal, which is what we want. Now, not all of these expressions will be equal, though. So let's take a look at another one. All right. So the first one, or the first part right here, we're going to add this up. 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. That's right. Then we're going to have the equal sign. So this side of the equal sign should also equal 8. Let's add up 5 plus 4. If you add up 5 plus 4, that gives us 9. So this is an expression that is not equal. And that's important to know. They're not equal. This side should be 8 and this side should be 8. And because they're not, it is not an equal expression. All right, now let's try and figure out some missing numbers. Move it up. So the first one we're going to look at is 14 minus 7 equals 3 plus blank. To solve this, we're going to start on this side. We have two numbers on this side. We need to start there because that's going to help us solve the missing number. So 14 minus 7, if you were to subtract those numbers, that should give us, I don't know what happened there. That should give us 7. So 14 minus 7 will give us 7. But we're still left with this side. So 7 equals 3 plus blank. So we need this side to also equal 7. To solve that, we can draw this out into circles. So we've drawn all the circles out. And now we need to know how many are we going to color in. We look right here. We know there's 3 for sure. So that means we're going to color in 3 circles since we know that already. We're going to move these out of the way and pretend like I just colored these 3 in. If you look at this now, there's 7 total circles right here, but 3 are colored in. How many are not colored in? And that's right, 4. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. That means this side is 7. If you add 3 plus 4, that will give you 7. So our missing number up here is the number of circles that were not colored in. And we're going to do 4. Now, we don't have to do it that way if you find that either too confusing or maybe not something that you understand as easily. We can do it another way, and we can turn it into a subtraction question. So first thing we're going to do when we look at this expression, 14 minus 7, again, we're going to go back to this here. Once I move it up. All right. So 14 minus 7 equals 7. Now, instead of drawing out our circles to figure out what this missing number is, we can turn this into a subtraction question. So we have 7 here. 3 is going to be moved over to this side, and we're going to use that as a subtraction question. What I've done is I've moved the 3 to this side of the equal sign. So now it becomes 7 subtract 3, and that's going to give us our number of 4. And that will be our missing number up here. Awesome. And if you subtract, so you have 14 subtract 7, that's going to equal 7. If you add 3 plus 4, that also equals 7. You look at both sides, they're equal. This is equal, so this works. It is an equal expression. We did a great job. Now let's look at a different question. All right. This one is one we haven't looked at yet. And I just want to sort of explain a little bit about the number 0. So anything plus 0 is going to give you the same number. Anything subtract 0 is going to give you the same number. So in this case, we have 6 plus 6 plus 0. 6 plus 0 means the answer is going to be 6. It stays the same. If this was 6 subtract 0, the answer again would be 6. The number will stay the same. So knowing that, let's move on. We've already solved this one side because we have both numbers there. Nothing's missing. This side's the part that's missing. So 6 plus 0 is 6. If we're going to do this in pictures, we're going to draw how many circles? 6, because that's the total. So let's draw 6 circles, or pretend like I just drew them. And they're here. Now, how many does Mr. Powell color in? If you forgot, take a look at the question here. There's 3 over here. That's how many we're going to color in now. So 3 circles get colored in. Because there's 3 up there, that's what we know. We want to figure out how many are not. If we look at our question now, we have 6 circles. 3 are colored in because that's what it told us to do here. That means there's 1, 2, 3 that are not, and that's our answer. 3. Just like that. Again, we don't have to draw the circles. We can turn this into a subtraction question. So, again, looking at this expression, 6 plus 0 equals 3 plus blank. Again, you're going to start on this side because we have both, nothing's missing over here. So you start there. 6 plus 0 is going to give us 6 because we know anything that's plus or minus 0 is going to give us the same number. So 6. Now, we're going to turn this into a subtraction question by moving this 3 onto this side of the equal sign. So if you look at this, we have the 6 over here, it stays there. We move the 3 onto this side of the equal sign, becomes 6 subtract 3, and that's going to give us our answer. So if you have 6 minus 3, it's going to give us our answer of 3. And that's the missing number up here. And if you just want to double check, you take a look, 6 is our answer, and then this side has to equal 6 too. 3 plus 3 does equal 6. So this is a equal expression. And we've done it. We figured out the missing number. All right, boys and girls, we're going to try some practice questions next.